Hello students, now we will see how to get the shape function in natural coordinate system. So in natural coordinate system, a typical CST element is shown in like this in Cartesian coordinate, where x and y are the x-axis and y-axis will have nodes 1, 2, 3, and then also there is a variation of n1 as shown in this figure. Now if you see the Cartesian natural coordinate system, we will have at node 1 we will have zeta is equal to 1 and neta is equal to 0. At node 2 we will have neta is equal to 1 and zeta is equal to 0, and at node 3 both of them, zeta as well as neta, both of them will be 0. It is represented with this figure also. You can have this zeta axis, neta axis, 1, 2 and 3. Here if you see at 3 both of them are 0, whereas at this point zeta is equal to 1 and neta is equal to 0, and at node 2 neta is equal to 1 and zeta is equal to 0. Now we can use this to get the values of unknown a1, a2, a3, a4, a5, a6 like we have done in the calculation of shape function with global coordinate system. Here the polynomial used to express the displacement variation will be u is equal to a1 plus a2 zeta plus a3 neta. Similarly, v is equal to a4 plus a5 zeta plus a6 neta. Since we are discussing in 2 dimensions, we have 2 different natural coordinates, zeta and neta. Now to get the values of unknowns, by putting the boundary conditions at node 1, we have at node 1 zeta is equal to 1, neta is equal to 0. Therefore, zeta 0, zeta is equal to 1, neta is equal to 0, u is equal to u1. We will have equation u is equal to a1 plus a2. We will mark this as a third number equation. Similarly, at node 2, zeta is equal to 0 and neta is equal to 1. So we will have u2 is equal to a1 plus a3. We will mark this as a equation number 4. Similarly, at node 3, zeta and neta, both of them are 0 and u is equal to u3. If you put this in the polynomial equation, we will have u3 is equal to a1. We will mark this as equation number 5. Now if I am going to put this value of u3 in the previous equations, equation number 4 and 3, I will get the other values of a2 and a3. Like in this equation, a1 will get replaced by u3, and therefore a3 is equal to u2 minus u3. Similarly, here also a1 will get replaced by u3, and therefore a2 is equal to u1 minus u3. So we will have these 3 equations of unknowns a1, a2, a3. If we are going to back substitute these values in the polynomial function, we will have u as a u3 plus u1 minus a3 in bracket, and out of that bracket there is a zeta plus u2 minus u3 neta. Here we replace this a1 by u3, a2 by u1 minus u3, and a3 by u2 minus u3. Now again, if you simplify this, you will come across with the coefficients of u1, u2 and u3 like zeta, neta and 1 minus zeta minus neta. These are nothing but the shape functions. So this will give us the displacement using interpolation function in x direction as a u is equal to n1 u1 n2 u2 n3 u3, where we can say n1 shape function n1 is equal to zeta, n2 is equal to neta, and n3 is equal to 1 minus zeta minus neta. Similarly, we can obtain for displacement variation in the y direction with the interpolation function, and we will have n1 as a zeta, n2 as a neta, and n3 as a 1 minus zeta minus neta. These are nothing but the shape functions in natural coordinate system. It can be represented with the help of figure also. So this is the way we can represent the shape functions n1, n2 and n3. n1 is equal to zeta means only zeta is equal to 1 and at the rest of the places we can take zeta as a 0. So here also zeta is equal to 0, zeta is equal to 0, and here zeta is equal to 1, which will be represented like this. N2 is equal to neta. In that case, here at node 2 neta will have 1 value, whereas other two places it will have 0 value. And similarly, if you see 1 minus zeta minus neta, means at this place it will have 1 value because it will be 1 minus 0 minus 0. So ultimately it will become 1. So here we will have 1, whereas at other two places it will be 0 and 0. So this is the graphical representation of natural shape functions in natural coordinate system. Thank you. So